Hello everyone, welcome back. This episode here of Bitcoin Trade. I'll go over a chart analysis and some articles I came across and some personal experience. So let's start off with some. Um, Let me see. Let's start off with some articles here. So a lot of interesting things are going on right now. But in particular, this particular article was very interesting, and I read it and I followed the link, and this is the blog right here. Let's see, here it is. This is what I guess his blog site, and it actually talks about, let me see, where is it? Let me see, blog, and it states this person continued to write, there it is, about Bitcoins and everything. It's kind of very interesting. So let me see if it clicks on it in any way. And there you go. So apparently a lot of people are doing different things to communicate. So very interesting article or writing from that gentleman right there. Let me see, from this gentleman right here. So that's pretty big news in my opinion. And let me see what else is going on. And this is another article that I've been reading, which is very interesting, from Coin Report by this author on this date, and it talks about PayPal. But most interesting in this particular quote right here, whenever you have an instrument that trades over 3 million US dollars a day, it must be recognized. The digital currency works. Bitcoin has greater volume transaction than Western Union, and we anticipate it will overtake PayPal later this year. That's a quote from, I guess, this company here. I don't even know how to say it. Laurenti Trust, or I don't know what they do, but I guess they came up with some information, and that's pretty big that Bitcoin's has greater volume transactions than Western Union. I'll give you a little experience on what I'm experiencing with another company, and it's a transfer company, and I'll give them a pseudonym of let me see, what's their pseudonym? Their pseudonym is Union West. All right. Union West. So I've been dealing with Union West for some time, and in the beginning it seemed great because they loved the business, right? I mean, I was doing so much transfers in and out. Then all of a sudden my transfers with Union West wouldn't go through, coming in and going out. And I was thinking, wow, that is so strange. And I've noticed some other transfer companies as well that will, not complete my transfers. They won't stop you from using their service, but they won't complete the transfer under the disguise of consumer protection or something. I don't know what the case is. There's only one company that still allows me to at least completes the transfers, and I'll give that company a pseudonym of let me see, I got I'll have fun with this. Okay, their pseudonym will be called MG Geist. MG Geist. I don't know if anybody knows what MG Geist is, but it was a cartoon. But anyways, MG Geist is another transfer company that will still transfer for me. So, anyways, it seems to work, and I guess I'm forced to use that particular transfer company, MG Geist. But I've noticed that it's getting harder and harder to, in some ways, it's gotten easier to market Bitcoins, but at the same time, it's gotten harder to market Bitcoins because there's Union West and some other companies that will not transfer for me. I don't know if it's my name or what the deal is, but that's my personal experience. Of course, it's not true for everyone. Everyone's experience will be different. But I just want to bring that up because this quote here is very powerful. It's basically I'll read it again. Whenever you have an instrument that trades over 3 million US dollars a day, it must be recognized. The digital currency works. Bitcoin has greater volume transaction than Western Union, and we anticipate it will overtake PayPal later this year. That's kind of huge. That's a big deal. So I wanted to bring that up in this particular article. Laureate Trust claims Bitcoin transactions rate will soon surpass PayPal. So that's a pretty bold prediction, but at the same time not so bold, because I've, in some ways, if this is true, what's weird is a lot of people are acquiring their Bitcoins using Western Union services and PayPal. So the fact that Bitcoins are going to be overtaking these services would mean that the amount of Bitcoin circulation is great enough to the point where you don't even need these guys anymore. On top of that, my personal experience with some of these companies like Western Union, I've never done anything in PayPal, but a company like Western Union, which I'm giving a pseudonym called, their name is Union West, is not allowing my transfers to go through. So that's kind of weird that now they've kind of, again, shot themselves in the foot, in my opinion. But the fact that there's enough Bitcoins in circulations to surpass Western Union and probably PayPal later this year is a milestone, in my opinion. So, all right, now let's go to the chart analysis and see what's going on. All right, so this is Bitstamp on a 12-hour. I have to pull back to a 12-hour to get a full view now of, I guess, what you've been seeing for some time. And I mentioned in my last episode that it got really quiet here and then broke out. And this is during, I guess, the Bitcoin conference in Amsterdam. And then it broke out. It's broke out some more, and it's even on this particular chart analysis, it's breaking through this resistance without any. Didn't seem like any problem breaking through. It seemed to come close, pull back, and then just break right on through, and just literally broke on through on the other side. So, and it's been here now taking a rest, but this is very good considering this resistance was not a problem to break through, and I think it's going to stay above. Hopefully it will. If that's the case, there's a good chance it will just keep going. And the reason I can say keep going probably up to about 600. is when I look at Bitsy, because Bitsy is telling me something a little different. Here is Bitsy, and if you know what this line is, this represents the top line on Bitsy here, the top resistance downtrend that everyone else seems to have broken through here. Bitsy, there's a line that's here, and so if you look at the way Bitsy reacted, it broke through and then just stopped right before here, and it's taking a breather, but it's still pretty strong. If I can get in there, see, it's a really good strong bar candlestick versus this, which is on Bitstamp. See, and so there is this resistance here, so that we're back into this triangle here, this big triangle right here, and it'll probably bounce here a little bit before it either is going to break through or it's going to break down, which I'm in the opinion that it's going to break up, just the way the trend's been going and how strong it's been. I'm not saying this is going to last forever, but since it's already here and it's getting, as it gets closer down to this support now, there's a good chance it'll just break through out of there. And when that happens, you know, an indication of where it could break out is like around here it would stop and take a rest and break through, and then if you look here, it's stopped very close to around here, and so it'll break through, and maybe next time it'll just, around here would be the next target. So if it breaks out of here, it's probably going to go up to about 620 on Bitsy. So that's why I was saying on the other charts, breaking out to about 600 to 650, the next price range to go up to, that's not, you know, out of the question. There's a good chance it could go up there. So let's see what Bitfin is telling me. Now this one has a different line set up, but if you look at it, it even hit this line, and it's kind of ranging or stopping here, like it stopped right around here, for example. So it stopped around here and played around, pulled back a little before it got pushed back up and through. And so if you do the same here, you'll notice that it's very close to these here. So this is becoming a resistance now, as well as the next price target. So when it goes up, the next price target could be, you know, right around here in this range. So 635, 650, somewhere around this range here, because mainly it's if you look here, that's kind of the price range where it'll probably stop at before it breaks through again or breaks down. So that's Bitfin. And this is Coinbase, and Coinbase looks like it just completely broke through. So again, if you look at it here, it's stopping here, and then next, if it goes up, if it breaks through here, the next price will be here at this probably high of what, 658? Is that what it says? Yeah, 658. So there's some good indications to if it's going to break up or break down. That depends on where the price is hitting. But by the time that happens, you know, it's kind of too late for you to make your trades. Maybe not, but you know, if you're trading either in, you know, in the real world or on any exchange or anything else, you know, hopefully you've bought around here at this price range when it was squirming around, and obviously people did buy and then people did sell too, but anybody who bought and hold and kept it, they're really enjoying the benefits right now. So, and then we'll go back, we'll just cover this. There you go. There you go. Still green and actually even pushing higher. So it's pushing higher. It's really breaking through. If you see all these, all of them are higher. The green dots, the high. And just to give you an idea of the high and low, would be the 30-day. That's the low. So between this range, this red dot would be the 420. 420. Look at that, 420, 420. 419 here. BitC has always been different. They're at 411, 410. But you know, and then the high would be at 586, 586, 569, 574. So, but this gives you an idea of what these prices are. So there's, if you bought anywhere around 420, or for, well, BitC is always a little bit different, but for 420, 420, 420, if you bought anywhere around there, you made a very nice patient gain. So, and then last thing I'm going to look at is just this one more time. This is BitC, and you'll see what it's doing is it's riding on this, on the 10 period average, and then when it crosses over, it's just taking a break, and then as soon as it crosses up again, it's just riding it, you know, riding it up, and this gap here is much larger than I've seen some of the other gaps here. And we'll go over Bitstamp again, and BitC, or Bitfin, sorry. There you go, Bitfin. So there you go. Happy trading, everyone. This pretty much concludes this episode here, and I'll end it off on Bitstamp here, since they are the leading by volume trade. Let me see, are they still the leading? Yes. And volume trades have really gone up here on Bitstamp, and looks like Bitfin and BitC are still about the same. A lot of it looks like it's coming from, a lot of the volume seems like going through Bitstamp. So this seems to be higher. At times these are very close, but this time this is I would say much higher. So anyways, let's end it off on here. Feel free to like, dislike, leave a comment, or even do a video response. Until next time, stay tuned. Bye.